Hey, Shalom to all my Akim and Akwathim and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, all my brothers and sisters in the Lord, man. We're going to get right into this, man. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Bahashem Ruach HaKodesh. Let's get right into this, man. You know, these people out here on this high satanic holiday, you know, 2/3 of our own people being simple, being silly, you know, and essentially, and bringing up the jealousy of the Heavenly Father, man. Our Father our Abba Yahweh is a jealous God, man. You understand that when you celebrate this Halloween, it is an abominable thing, and you are giving praises to the left hand side. So what Yahweh Shai is going to do is unleash that left hand side to torment these people here, man. Just as Egypt was plagued with strange apparitions, you know, and darkness, that's going to come right back again, you know, and I'm going to get the precept on that towards the end of this lesson, man. You know, but as Egypt was smitten before, it should be smitten again, man. You know, that's written in 2nd Esdras, but we're going to get there when we get there, y'all. So we're going to get right into it, man. Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1-3. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So all of us brothers, man, and a few sisters, man, we're measuring the time diligently, man. We've been seeing earthquakes for a while now. Not too long ago, California got hit with 2 back-to-back. California's on fire right now. You know, Sonoma County, you know, no power. You know, some brothers are bringing it out, man. But we see the sedition rising amongst the nations. What, in Barcelona, we got France, you know, the yellow vests are out there tripping. Down there in Venezuela, things been falling apart down there. You know, you got the turmoil between Russia and the United States. You got an impeachment process going against Donald Trump, which is going to cause an uproar, civil unrest over here, because he is going to be removed from office. And that's going to call all hell to break loose over here. You know, but you see these uproars of the people, man. You know, so we know that it's measuring these times diligently, that the Lord is about to visit this place. So we got to know, how does the Lord visit this place? He's going to visit it with plagues. And he's already started the plagues. The plagues have already begun. But this particular plague we're going to be talking about is the days of terror, man. And the various terrors Yahweh Shai is going to unleash on these 2/3 and these Gentiles and these Edomites, man. And it's going to be beautiful, man. Y'all want to come out here and celebrate demons and devils and ghouls and essentially be Satanists, because that's all you're doing by serving and observing these holidays. You know, 2/3 just don't get it. These are the same 2/3 that was serving Molech and Baal, you know, in the Babylonian captivity, serving these other gods in the Egyptian captivity. Every captivity we in, 2/3 of our people just retarded, and the prophets have to be raised up to bring them back. A portion comes back, but the rest have to be destroyed, man. Is the only way. So many of these jakes are going to experience this pure hell that Yahweh Shai has in store, man. And he's about to visit this place, right? Because we see all the signs of the season, right, coming to pass. And now we are in the season where the Lord is touching this place, and he's going to fuck America up, man. And this is where we're going to see a lot of this. It's going to overtake the world, because the Lord has indignation against the whole entire world, against all the nations, pertaining to Jeremiah 25. Go read it. Do your homework. You understand? But it's primarily going to hit here in Babylon, man, because Esau is the new Egyptian, right? And we're going to get into the precept of Egypt and America later on in the video, okay? But let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And that's pretty much the main point. And we can kind of see that, you know, that all hell's about to break loose, and people are going to be beefing, man. It's already happening amongst the world right now, but it's going to hit the streets of Babylon, America very soon. And it's going to be race wars, people against each other. It's just going to be all out hell breaking loose and war, you know, on American soil. That's just what it's going to do, man. That's just what's going to happen. But what people don't realize, that a realm is going to be merged, and Esau has a lot to do with that, even though it's through the manifestation and the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because Yahweh empowered Esau to create this technology, this 5G, this D-Wave, CERN. What Esau's going to mess around and do is open up a portal and mesh the spiritual realm with this realm. And granted, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we're going to get into it, but he's also going to send either a comet or asteroid or a star of some sort to smack this bitch, and it's going to open up the abyss, and locusts are going to come out, and they're going to have the authority to torment and just scare all hell out of, and torment and torture 2/3, man. Anybody, actually not even 2/3, anybody who doesn't have the seal, anybody who's not of the 144,000 elect is going to be shit out of luck. SOL, man. You want to celebrate Halloween, you want to celebrate these demons, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bring these demons on the face of the earth, man. But with CERN, you have Esau colliding these particles at light speeds, man, trying to cause a ripple in the third dimensional realm. He's already communicating. See, Esau's the ultimate warlock, man. He's already communicating with these demonic deities, man. He's already doing it. And he's putting witchcraft in the music. He's putting witchcraft in the movies. He's putting witchcraft in everything, man. Doing seances and curses on music and all types of things, man. That's why we got to guard ourselves and have our full armor on, man. It's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy out here, Akim, and it's going to get crazier, man, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bring demonic deities to this place, and they're going to be manifested, man. You have the technology that Esau also has called D-Wave. You brothers need to start looking into that, because essentially Esau has gotten so far with this technology to where these technological advances is actually getting to the point of bearing a certain state of consciousness. But this consciousness is not a consciousness of his own. Esau is deceived. He's communicating with demons. That's what it all boils down to, man. He's communicating with demons, man, and deities. You go down to Area 51, the Pentagon, they all know what the deal is. This is why they serve Hashatan, man. That's who they naturally serve. And what they're trying to do is send that wicked vibration, man, in which 2/3 openly accept to observe these high hell days, man. Those are his holidays, man. Because he serves Satan. He does the deeds of Satan, and everything he does is contrary to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It is just the reality of it. So he is of Hashatan, man. That's what we say. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And these devils, these spiritual demons, are going to be manifested, yo. The Lord's going to bring them from the abyss, as well as they're going to be manifested through 5G, D-Wave, the RFID chip. Oh man, that gets deep. That's going to cause mass possession. Yeah, and the Lord allowed Esau, the crazy scientist, to come up with all this shit, man. Getting into all this left-hand knowledge that he shouldn't be dealing with. And he's being led by demons and unclean spirits that's teaching him how to make these bombs and these missiles and this CERN and the D-Wave and all this crazy shit, man. Yeah, and they're making robot soldiers, all types of stuff on the left-hand side, man. It gets very, very deep, man. I could talk about this forever, man. But this is what's going on. A realm is going to be merged. So we see that people are undertaking, fighting one against another, city against a city, place against a place, and people against another. We see all that. We see it. Look around the world. But one realm is going to merge with this realm, man. And these demons and these left-hand spirits cannot wait to torment you, Jakes, man. They cannot wait, man. And if you out here honoring these holidays, any of these pagan holidays, man, you're serving the left-hand side, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to give you the desires of your heart. You like celebrating ghouls, demons, ghosts. He's going to reveal them to you, man, because he created it all. He created it all, man. Let's go to Job 18, verse 11 through 15, man. Let's see the lot of the wicked, man, especially these Edomites. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. So all that relaxed attitude, the going day to day, acting like everything's okay, man, that shit's about to come to an end, man. The mirth of this land of this world is going to come to an end, but especially in Babylon, man, because people have a laxed attitude. Wake up, go to work, everything's fine. Go to Starbucks, get my venti coffee. Go out to eat. Eat a snack between every meal. All that shit's gonna be brought to naught, man. And the terrors that are coming upon this land is gonna bring people to their feet, man. It's going to break their pride and put them on alert. They're not going to be all laxed and chilling and jog. These women ain't going to be out here jogging around with leggings on, ass clapping while they running, breast bouncing all over the place, wanting this attention. Hell nah, man. You're not even going to, if you see women on the streets, man, they're going to be hiding. They're going to be hiding in dumpsters, hiding in alleys, hiding in any place that they can try not to be seen in, man. It's going to be a whole reversal, man, because all hell's about to break loose and literal demons are going to be manifested in this place, man. And, let me go ahead and continue. We'll talk more about it. But let's go to Job chapter 18, verse 12. His strength shall be hunger bitten because the Lord is bringing famine to this place. He's about to starve these 2/3 niggas, these Edomites and these Gentiles, man. There's about to be no food. The man of the Lord, the Lord has given us understanding through his holy Ruach HaKodesh, which flows through the body. That's the blood of the body right there, that spirit, and it keeps us all abreast on what's going on. We know that the Midwest been plagued, right? So his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. So the destruction is already ready, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is just bringing it at his appointed time, and that time is close. Why? Because we are to measure the times diligently, and we see all the things coming to pass. We know that the Lord is about to visit this place, right? Verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. So all this cockiness and arrogance that Esau got, man, this pompous attitude, like his way, like his false science, man, if you hear anything from Esau, I'm at the point right now, when I hear anything from Esau, I just automatically write it off as bullshit, man. He has to be judged with higher levels of scrutiny, man, because there is no righteousness in this nation, man. There is no righteousness in Esau. He's the base of the earth, man. In the ancient days, he was chased off into the mountains, dwelling in the clefts of the rocks, man. Eating lice off his pubes and eating lice off his hair, man. Just uncivilized, this brute beast, man. But these are the people that 2/3 follow, man. Their philosophies and their ways. So therefore, they're going to partake of these plagues too. They're going to partake of the plagues of demonic possessions and demonic manifestations, man. Yeah. They're like horror movies. They're like going out on Halloween. They're like, everything Esau says that, they're going to share his punishment, man. Let's continue. Job 18:14. And it shall bring him to the king of terrors. Let's go and read that over. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. So these Edomites, all the tabernacles of Edom, man, primarily because that is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And this is pertaining to the wicked, the lot of the wicked, man. And it shall bring him to the king of terrors, man. So Esau, man, he's about to be brought to the king of terrors, man. The Lord's going to spook the shit out these Edomites. He's going to spook the hell out of you 2/3 and these Gentiles. Because y'all shared of the cup of abominable whoredoms. Taking in the philosophies of this place, man, and of this devil, man. So yeah, everybody's going to be brought to the king of terrors very soon, man. They're going to question everything. People are going to literally lose their minds out here. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Yeah, it shall dwell in Babylon, America, because that's the head tabernacle of Esau, Edom, the head tabernacle. And because it is none of his, because his land was stolen in the first damn place. It's not even his fucking land. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. And we see that already going on with this California fires. But it's about to be raining fire, man. The Lord is bringing some pure hell, man. And the men of the Lord, we up to speed, man. If you look at this planet X Nibiru, some people don't want to talk about it, but I like to try to get knowledge and wisdom in all things, man, because the Lord created that planet and that system. And it comes by every couple thousand of years, man. They call it the destroyer of the Gentiles because it is. You know what I'm saying? When that planet is very close, man. And as it assumes to get closer and continues to get closer, man, it's going to start throwing fireballs on this place, man. So brimstone and fire about to come, man. The Lord got it all in order. He has it all in order, man. And it was ordained from the beginning, man, from the beginning of creation. That's why he created that shit. It's to tear this place up every time, every time he needs to do some spring cleaning. But this time around, this is going to be the last destruction, man. Then Jacob's going to come into power. We're going to rule forever, man. But this is going to be like a time like never before. The Lord's going to bring it. You thought the Egyptians had a problem, man, when he's bringing down hell mingled with blood and fire and all that? Nah, man. It's going to be on a whole nother level this time around. You think basically the whole the whole world's going to be like California, Sonoma County. Everything's going to be kindled on fire, man. Between nukes, warfare, missiles, ICBMs, and this Planet X Nibiru dropping fireballs on this bitch, man. That's what's really going to happen, man. But the Lord's bringing pure terror, man. But to stay on topic, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Man, I seen 2 childbirths, man. I seen my oldest, she's 5, and I seen my twins, born. Man, that shit is some painful looking, man. When a woman's in labor, she's having those contractions. And man, if you even look at the ancient days, like imagine, there was no epidurals, there was no morphine, man. They had to take it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that very soon again. But because when all hell breaks loose, women gonna be getting raped left and right, man. And this is just the truth. People still going to be having sex, man. And these hospitals ain't going to be running. These women going to be on the street pushing, dog. And ain't going to be no medicine for them. But that's not to get off topic. My mind just kind of goes a little bit everywhere. But the pain involved. Ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child, man. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, man. This is pertaining to Jacob's trouble, but the season of this Jacob's trouble, the Lord is also going to be judging the nations as well. It says all faces turned into paleness, man. So Jake gonna catch hell. And keep in mind, 2/3 of our own people are going to receive these same plagues. Because only the elect 144,000, who have the seal of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is going to be omitted from the demons, from the demonic manifestations. They're not going to be able to fuck with us, man. They won't have the authority to, because we belong to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And we're going to have that light, Let's go to Luke 21:26. So basically, pertaining to Jeremiah 30 and 6, man, the Lord's going to scare the man. People, man, they're going to be terrified, man. And we're gonna, all the stuff you see in Hollywood and these horror movies, what you got to understand is that everything comes from a source, and the source of all things, of all creation, is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He is the Lord of spirits, right? So when you see these, Salakia, had to clear my throat. We see these horror movies like Freddy, Jason, these zombie movies, I did some clips from A Quiet Place. All these movies, man, they all originate from somewhere. And a lot of times it's from the scriptures right in front of you, man, right under your nose, And also on the left-hand side, a lot of these producers and directors, man, they're in the heavy witchcraft, man. And y'all remember that movie? What was that movie name? I can't remember it. Oh, man. It was like a remake of The Happening. But it wasn't The Happening. It was it just came out. I forgot the name of it, but you brothers probably know what I'm talking about. I'm still meditating, trying to figure out the name of the movie. I got the scenes in my head. But basically, when everybody would look out the window, they was covering up the windows. But when they was outside looking out the windows, everybody was getting possessed and was killing themselves, man. And then you had that one guy banging on the door, and he got up in there. You know what I'm saying? They protected him, but he was on the left-hand side the whole time. He set everybody up to get killed. You know what I'm saying? By the strange apparitions, man. And what was he doing while everybody was upstairs, man? He was sitting in the living room with that charcoal chalk and paper, and he was sketching, man. He was sketching them strange apparitions that he was seeing and that he was communicating with. And on the left-hand side in Hollywood, they do the same thing, man. That's how they come up with these Freddys and these Jasons and these Slendermans and these Tremors and these aliens and all that. Man, it's all demons, man. They're all demons, dog. They all really exist, man. And if you can receive this in the spiritual realm, you have these demons and deities, man. They're shooting these arrows of thought process. They're shooting these thoughts at these producers and directors. And this is, and it all takes a sacrifice too. This is why when a lot of check this out, when horror movies are made, You know what I'm saying? It takes a blood sacrifice, man. Somebody on a scene, on a set dies. Somebody who's involved in the movie, they die. It always requires a blood sacrifice, and they know this, man. This is like the left-hand knowledge that they practice. You know what I'm saying? But all these deities that people are afraid of, the things you're most afraid of, man. That's why I don't watch horror movies, man, because I only want to vibrate on that level. But the truth is, you know, all these things originate from a very real thing, man. From a very real place. And it's going to be unleashed on this earth. That's basically where I'm getting at, man. It's going to cause men's hearts to fail them for fear. Pertaining to Luke 21:26. Let's get right to it. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, man. Yeah, man. People's hearts are going to stop, man. The Lord has shit that the Lord has so many. Look how creative the Lord is, man. Look at all mankind doesn't even know all the creation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, if you look at a peacock, for example, when it spreads its feathers, you're like, man, that's so beautiful. When you look at a little puppy dog, you know, a little 8-week-old, you know, pit bull or something, you're like, oh man, cute little doggy. Man, just how you got that on one side, man, the Lord has things that you can look at so terrifying that you would just die, man. All the pinheads from Hellraiser, all the horror and terror, man. He's the king of terror. We just went through that. You know, he's going to unleash that shit, man. And that's what's going to happen. Men's heart's going to fail them for fear, man. You know, from these demonic apparitions that are going to come, that are going to manifest in this realm. Esau is going to bust open the realm with CERN, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bust open the abyss with wormwood, man. And this place is going to be crawling and creeping and crawling with demons. And man, and Esau knows this, man. Let me look at something real quick. Let's check this out. Look at this, man. I know y'all heard of the let's see. Y'all heard of the that Illuminati card game? Yeah, look at this. They know it. They know that shit coming. Look at this. Look at that. Plague of demons. Disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any place except a huge one. Right? It's you know, the Illuminati card game, man. Plague of demons. Look, man, look. Look, they all over the place, man. Look, in DC. Man, these things gonna be fucking people. Man, these demons gonna be tearing people's asses up, dog. Esau knows this shit, man. That's why he puts it in movies. He's hiding it under plain sight. And when it happens, man, people are gonna lose their minds, man. Their hearts are gonna fail them for fear, man. Because that's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But let's go to Revelations chapter 9, verse 1-5. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them, they are commanded, okay, that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in their foreheads. And the only ones who have the seal of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in their foreheads is the 144,000 elect. You know? And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. Man, in that day, man, look, let's go to 9:6, man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them, man. Ooh, that's cold, bro. That's cold, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna bring demons on this place, man. It's gonna fuck you people up, man. And the elect, man, we're gonna be walking past, you know, you're gonna be hungry. People gonna be out here starving, you know. It's messed up, man. People gonna be out, because you know there's a famine coming very soon. Very soon the storehouses shall be immediately found empty, man. Suddenly be found empty. But you know, people gonna be out here starving, stomach pains, crawling on a pavement. And then a group of locust demons is just gonna come. One's gonna hold the right arm, one's gonna hold the left arm, one's gonna hold the right leg, the other one's gonna hold the left leg. Then you're gonna have like 2 or 3 other ones just stabbing the shit out the dude, man. He's screaming, in terror, man. vomit and blood, just, the most glorious thing you could probably think of, man. But the Lord's going to take the power of death out of this place. He's going to take the spirit. He's going to take the death angel out of here. So you people are not going to be able to escape, man. You wicked 2/3, man. The Lord hateth sinners and preserves them for the day of judgment, man. And 2/3 of our people are wicked. They vex me. They vex all the prophets of the Lord. These Gentiles, you Edomites, you are proud, arrogant. The Lord's going to break all y'all asses off, man. To the point where he's going to remove death. He's going to remove, you won't be able to die, man. You're going to see people just jumping off of buildings. You're going to see people doing some wild shit. You're going to see people walking around with just constantly bleeding from the arms because they done slit their wrists, man. You're going to see people walking around with their necks severed and they just can't die, man. Now, they might snap their neck and be paraplegic, but they're just going to be sitting there breathing, just can't move. And demons are going to be fucking their asses up, man. This is what's going to be happening, man. It's going to be something crazy like never seen before. Didn't Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai say it was a time like never before? Indeed, brother. That's how it's going to be, man. That's why it's important to stay in prayer and repent, because the doors of grace are closing, man. Get your seal, man. Fuck the world. Fuck Esau. Fuck all the philosophies of this place. Friendship with the world is enmity with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You can't be down with this place, man. You can't be down with this transhumanism and faggotry and homosexuality and raunchiness and twerking and all. You can't get down with it. For the sisters and the brothers, man, you got to separate from this place. Come out of her, my people, or receive of her plagues, man. Revelation 18:4. I always go back to that. It seems like it's something simple, but it's really hard to do, man. People have a herd mentality, man. My daughter's the only one in her class that don't celebrate Halloween. I got to talk to her. We've been talking. And I tell her, I'm telling her what I tell you. What I tell you, I tell my daughter the same thing I tell you. I'm like, Giselle, you see all them people in your class? They about to die. The Lord gonna put them to death. Don't worry about them. Be ye different. You are different. You are special. You a child of the light. Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai charges us parents authority over our children, man. And primarily and chiefly it's the fathers, man, that need to bring their children up in the fear of the Lord, man. And because a lot of these houses are fatherless, man, you see that Jake is just off. And it's because the houses are fatherless, man. Because these women ain't teaching. These women are indoctrinated in Esau's Babylonian way. So they teach their children the Babylonian way. This is why it's written that they pass their children through the fire. That's what that means. That's how they're doing it, man. But let's go to Isaiah 54 verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord created all these left-hand spirits. He created the CERN. He created the D-Wave. He created the RFID chip. He gave Esau the knowledge, and even if Esau got it from the left-hand side, the Lord controls all of that, because he turns around and gives people the desires of their hearts to destroy them with it. So the Lord set people up on kamikaze missions, man. He's behind all of that. That's how deep it gets, And the Lord's aware of the devices of man. He's not naive or ignorant to it. And the Lord is of all knowledge. The Lord knows good and evil. Though he is righteous, though he is only good, he knows good and evil. Wasn't that the lie that Eve fell into from the beginning with the serpent, to know good and evil and be as God? Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai knows both good and evil, because he creates both good and evil. Though his judgments are always righteous and always good. So when you see the horrors that come, man, we got to remind ourselves, hey, who has been, it's in the book of Job, man. Who has been cut off, therefore being innocent, man. We see the people tormented by demons, losing their minds, jumping off of buildings, stabbing themselves, trying to die because they're terrified. People literally, these men out here, man, people are going to have not like that nauseating fear, man, when your stomach flips on you and you about to shit yourself. Man, people are going to be out here defecating themselves. You're going to see people running down the street, serious as hell. Serious as all hell, with demons chasing them, man, and laughing. This demon is bound up right now, waiting to touch down. They just can't wait. I don't know if y'all seen that movie, The Immortals, with the Titans, and how they was bound up in that cage. Let me show y'all real quick. That's spiritual, man, because that's really gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, let's get them. Let's see they got them like how they look in there. Yep, there they go. All these are demons. Those are demons, man. And these golden men represent the elect. You know what I'm saying? But these demons were all bound up in that cage, man. On a likewise, on a spiritual note, there are demons that are locked up in a cage, man, and they're going to be released, man. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of them in the cage. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, let's look at it like this. Let's look at this. Okay, here we go. Let's just go ahead and look at it, man. It's all spiritual. It's all spiritual, man. That's gonna be elect. That's gonna be the elect. Nah, I don't like that beady head in it, man. I'm trying to show y'all. Okay, let's look at this. The elect, these are so-called the gods, and they couldn't come out until the Titans were released. So when the demons are released, that's when the elect, in the spiritual note, that's when the elect are going to be sealed. They're going to have the power. Those Titans are demons. They was locked up in there. Yep, coming out the abyss. Yep, they were coming out the abyss, man. I accidentally paused the video, man. But yeah, I don't want to get strikes, so whatever. We're gonna keep it flowing, man. But yeah, man, the Lord has demons just chained up, man, ready to be unleashed. And the Lord might have the elect sending, we might be fighting these demons and these strange apparitions, man. If they won't have the authority to come against us, but we'll have the power of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, to do as we will, man. The Lord might have us ministering to a 1/3, and to try the 1/3's faith, you know what I'm saying? He might cause a barrage of these demons to come just for us to defend the 1/3 from the horde of demons, that their faith might be increased. You see what I'm saying? We might send a group of them back to the spiritual world. Oh yeah, because they're gonna be out here like ants, man. Ants on a hill, man. These demons are gonna be out here, Slim. They already are. Just they're principalities of the air right now. There's a dimensional veil, right? Some people can see them. Some people can see demons. Just like some people can see angels. There's angels everywhere as well, But yeah, man. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. So we know that the Lord's created all this, man. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 18 through 19. Or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. Man, the Lord has some creatures out here, man, that are unknown, man, that you have never seen. And even Esau, man, Esau's going to unleash his freak creations that he's doing in these deep underground military bases, combining and splicing DNA. And he, Esau thinks he's God, man. He exhausts himself over Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He tries to change the food with his GMOs, and he also tries to change creation by merging, the DNA of different creatures together, man. He has some shit. Esau has some freaky shit, man, in these underground bases. He's going to unleash them. Like we look at Monsters, Inc., that child's cartoon, man, all in the spirit. The Lord really got shit like that going on under the earth. Esau really got shit like that going on, man, under the earth in these deep bases, like on Resident Evil, Raccoon City, that deep underground military facility. the Lord, that and everything went left in that joint. Yeah, Esau got shit like that going on, man. And what's another good example? Like, you remember the original Men in Black? I don't remember the other ones, but I remember seeing the original one. And they was like, well, it might have been Men in Black 2, when they was like in that underground base, and you saw all these aliens just chilling, walking around. You know, yeah, it's like that, man. Esau got that shit going on like that, and he's gonna unleash these creatures, and he's gonna cause all hell, man. And they're gonna be bloodthirsty too. They're gonna be attacking people. People, man, their hearts are gonna fail them for fear, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Right? Let's go to 17:10. They died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. This goes back to the plagues of Egypt, the original Egypt, right? When he cast darkness on the land and was bringing out these strange apparitions, man, and people were dying for fear, man. The Lord's gonna outdo himself, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This time around, he's gonna bring darkness again. Okay, and I did a video on that because I had a vision about that, man, a couple months ago. I did a video on it about the mass possessions, the darkness and the mass possession, man. The sun came up around dawn and it went right back down, and something darker than night, like a force that was darker than the nighttime, came over the land. So it was like dawn, like the sun was rising, like dawn, and then a darkness just came over the entire land, man. And me and my wife was in the house covering up the windows, man, and people were outside getting possessed by demons, dude. So a mass possession is coming. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit too. With this RFID chip technology, man, what it's going to do is change your human resonance, your human vibration, man. You're no longer going to be have a conscience, or your spirit's no longer going to be upright up in you. You are no longer going to be an authentic creation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua if you take this mark of the beast. You understand? This is a radio frequency device that they're trying to put in people's hands. You know, and they're about to crash the economy, and they're about to come down with that, with the chaos, and then they're going to come with the solution, which will be that RFID chip. But anybody who takes that chip, man, a lot of things are gonna, people, brothers and sisters, man, things are not gonna be the same. We all know that most people are gonna take this chip, and people are not gonna be like how they are now. Like, people have somewhat of a conscience. You know, people have somewhat of a balance. Even Wicked Jakes, like, I was incarcerated for a little time, and I come to realize, you know, people made mistakes with the people I was in jail with, man, but a lot of these guys had a heart. They weren't just utterly monsters. They were kind of cool, you know what I'm saying, once you got to know them. But that's not going to be the case when people get this RFID chip, man. Especially with no food. They're not going to, with the famine coming, because even if you get the chip, you're still not going to have no food at a certain point, because the Lord's going to remove it. Yeah, that's a plague that's going to hit the whole world, whether you got that RFID chip or not. So these people who got these RFID chips, man, they're going to be hungry, man. The Lord said he's going to feed those that oppress us with their own flesh, with their own blood, man. So these people, man, with no conscience are going to be running down, chasing other people, trying to eat them, man. Does that sound like zombies to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be nasty, man. All types of disease and pestilence. And Esau might have something. They're working on this now to where they're trying to make people immortal with technology. You know how you have the phone and different apps to where you can get an app for everything on your phone. They might get the technology to where I'm sure they do have this on they do, to where they can use the RFID chip, put programs on it to heal your diabetes, to heal your cancer, to, you know, this is gonna be false miracles, man, through this AI intelligence. You know, and what's that thing? The Elon Musk with the brain, I forgot what it's called, but he have a chip for the head, but it's really like a neural stimulator, man, that he gonna put people's heads, man. That's why it says in your right hand or on your forehead, man, because people are gonna try to seek immortality, man. You know, so people are gonna, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. People are gonna have diseases, the Esau's building these new diseases. Like I did a clip from 28 Weeks Later, man. That rage virus, man. Esau's working on that shit, dog. Best believe he's gonna unleash it, because he wants the chaos. He wants to remove 7 billion people from the earth. You know, look at the Georgia Guidestones. That is part of Agenda 21 and the King Alfred plan. You know what I'm saying? So Esau has a lot of hell and a lot of hell to administer unto the world, man, on the left-hand side. And it's really fulfilling the prophecies. But the days shall be shortened unless no one shall live, man. But yeah, there will be zombies out here. There will be mass possessions as well. People who have that chip, the RFID chip mark of the beast, man, their soul's going to be wide open. Their vessel is going to be wide open for demonic occupation. Demons are going to be jumping in people, and people are going to lose it. Like, I remember in Florida, I think it was a couple years ago, when that dude was butt naked and he was tripping and he jumped on another guy, was eating his face off. Eating his face off, dude. Y'all remember that? Yeah, that's gonna be happening like left and right, dog. And Esau tried to say it was the news was trying to say it was from bath salts, like he was ingesting and smoking bath salts to get high. Man, bullshit, man. I don't see. You gotta, like I said, everything this devil says, you gotta take it with scrutiny, man. Esau administered something to that man experimentally, and they wanted to see what it does. Could have been a hybrid, like basically like off 28 weeks later, man. The rage virus, man. It had that man losing his mind like that. Yeah, Esau's gonna unleash all this, man. It's gonna be pure hell going on, man. Possessions, demonic manifestations. This is gonna be a time like never before, brothers. Let's continue the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, 14 through 15. But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly fainted, their heart failing them for a sudden fear, and not looked for came upon them. So this is going to happen all over again. The Lord said he's going to judge Egypt as he has done before, but this time around it's going to be worse, man. It's going to be like a time never before, man. The last thing people are going to be trying to lay down, and the last thing that they will ever think to pop up in front of them is going to pop up in front of them. They're going to look, and it's just going to be like Jason with a machete charging at their ass. You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to wake up, or they're going to be laying in the bed, and they're just going to hear footsteps, hear the floor creaking. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to be terrified, man. And then it's a locust demon, and it's going to pin them down and just start tormenting them. Man, this is going to be something horrible, dude. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 1. But people's hearts are really, man, they're going to have heart attacks out here, man. Wisdom of Solomon 18, 1. Nevertheless, thy saints had a very great light, whose voice they hearing and not seeing their shape, because they also had not suffered the same things. They counted them happy. So the Israelites, man, in ancient Egypt had light in their dwellings, man. They didn't suffer darkness. You understand? They could, so the ancient Egyptians could hear them. It's like, oh, those are the Jews. Those are the Israelites, man. They're good. They're happy. They counted them happy, man. So the Lord knows how to protect his own. So brothers and sisters, no need to be fearful of the things I'm talking about, but to be aware of them, that it may not catch you unaware, man. We're supposed to be aware of Satan's devices and be not ignorant of them, right? So we have understanding when these things start to take place, right? But the Lord, he has us marked for salvation, man. He has us marked for omission. And I went into this with Job chapter 5 in other videos, man. When others show hunger, man, we shall eat, man. When others show thirst, we shall have plenty, man. We're going to have abundance. We're going to be good. Well, everyone else is catching hell, including 2/3 of our own people, you know. But let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11 through 12. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues. Here we go, as before. So we know that this is a future event. We know all in the spirit that the new Egypt that shall be plagued, as the old one was, is Babylon, America. So just as Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had plagued ancient Egypt with strange apparitions and darkness, the Lord's going to do it here, man. And it's not going to be for no 3 days, man. It's going to be for a long time, man. Until he redeems his elect in 1/3 out of this place, man, and puts us in our own land, man. It's going to be all hell breaking loose. We're going to have to get out of these cities, man, because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane, man. It's going to be insane. Okay, and will destroy all the land thereof. Let's read that again. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So America is going to be destroyed, man. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai shall bring upon it, man. The Lord is not playing with y'all people, man. And Jake still think it's a game, man. Jake out there in the club, you know, these women, see, a lot of these women, man, they take these holidays to, you know, to get sexy and to pretty much be in fornication for the night. You know, they in the club right now, probably in their little cat suits, you know, breast out, you know, ass all out, you know, whatever the case, whatever they might have on. And they just gonna get drunk and just fornicate tonight. You know what I'm saying? Giving praises to Hashatan. That's what they're gonna be doing. Because you praise with your, not only your words, but with your actions, man. And 2/3 of our people, man, even though they are Israel, man, not all of Israel is Israel, man, not on this side. You know, they are of their father, the devil. And Yahweh Shai Mashiach, when he said that, he was saying that to Israelites. So we know that it pertains to Israelites as well. We know chiefly that Esau, Edom, is the reason why 2/3 are off. And that's why, you know, there's no repentance for him pertaining to the book of Hebrews, you know, though he sought it carefully with tears. That's why he has to go into captivity and receive double and ultimately be annihilated, that not one of the house of Esau shall remain. Yeah, that has to come to pass. So Esau's gonna get it worse, you know, than anybody else on this earth, because the defilement and the Babylonianism and the paganism and the everything that's just anti Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, everything that's just anti the Most High, man, that is what Esau pushes, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have, man, these judgments are coming, bro. That's all I can say, Akim. These judgments are coming, man. The Lord's gonna smite Egypt again as before, and Egypt shall mourn. America shall mourn. You Americans are about to mourn all this mirth and paganism that y'all enjoying right now, man. Enjoy it. Live it up, man. Have the craziest Halloween orgy you can have. Get as drunk as you possibly can get. Tell your kids to go out there and grab as much candy as they can get. Let them eat the whole bag tonight. You don't enjoy that, because the Lord's gonna fuck you and your kids up, man. Point blank, period. Because the Lord knows sinners, and he preserved them for the day of judgment, man. So y'all being preserved for this shit we talking about, right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 26 through 28. We won't close out with that. So when these people's hearts are filling in for fear, when the Lord takes the spirit of death out of here, and people are trying to die, but they can't because they're being tormented by demons and they don't want to live anymore. When these people are jumping off of bridges, jumping off of buildings, just to hit the ground and have a horde of demons torment them with every bone in their body broken already. When we see these type of things going on, brothers, the Lord's going to see it as well. And let's see how the Lord feels about it. I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Fear is a high level of distress, y'all. You know? Fear is like the highest level of distress, man, and anguish. Right? Let's go to the last verse. Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me. So that's when 2/3 are going to call upon. 2/3 always call upon the Lord when they catching hell, man. But when everything's good, they just, you know, they're in mirth, party, hardy, you know, hee, ha, ha, kiki, ha, ha, have fun, twerk, fornication, sleeping with their neighbors' wives. You know, they do all this wickedness, man. Celebrate Halloween. Let's celebrate Christmas. Let's celebrate Easter, Ishtar. Let's celebrate Valentine. You know, they don't care about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for real. So the doors of repentance was open. So now they didn't take it. They didn't walk through the gates of repentance and humble themselves with a contrite heart and try to come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when they shall call upon me, I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, man. They're going to be stuck in their judgments, man. And because they have loathed the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, the same must know it by death, by pain, man. So all pure hell is going to be unleashed on this place. And you know, this is just something I was trying to put together. You know, I'm about to go ahead and lay it down. Got to get up in about 4 hours and get back on the grind. But I definitely had to touch this plow for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for the edification of the elect, because we're all on the same page. And I don't know about you, brethren, but I love listening to edifying messages, man. A lot of times when I'm not uploading, it's because I'm listening to you, brothers. Real talk, man. But hopefully this is edifying, man. You know, repent, the kingdom draws nigh. You know what I'm saying? And we see these things coming to pass, and this is definitely a plague that has to come to pass, man. This is definitely a judgment that came to pass in the times of old. It's going to come to pass again, and it's going to be ugly, man. It's going to be something horrible, man. But for the elect, we don't got to worry. We're going to have light in our dwellings. We're going to be amongst angels, man. We're not going to have to worry about this pure hell that the world's about to catch. Because right now, what the scriptures say, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Right now, we're last, man. Right now, we're made fun of for being set aside, for being different, man. Right now, it's like uncomfortable, because we're not in a place of arrest, man. Here, everything is on a wicked vibration. And everything pretty much vexes Jake. If you're comfortable here with all this paganism and all this wickedness, man, then you're part of the problem, man. You're of the world. And as I spoke earlier, man, friendship with the world is enmity with Yahweh Shem Shai. So we must be therefore separated, man. That we may, first and foremost reverence the Lord. That is the sole duty and purpose of it, man. To obey the commandments and reverence the Lord and have a relationship with him. And secondly, so we got to deal with the judgments he's going to bring, that we may have a chance at mercy, man. This world don't got no mercy coming for them, man. They got all destruction, man. The Lord ain't playing. But call her Lord Yahweh Shai, and until next time, Shalom.